frustrated, and we are scared for our lives.
We are the change, and each of us has a critical role to play.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Every home game's an occasion here in Orlando. And as they came in early, let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at point guard. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. Fultz with the ball, now guarded by Porter. Fournier passes to Vucevic. Takes it from 10. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. Levine for 3. Tips it, but no good. Here's Orlando now. Here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
We all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time. Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
And the shot goes in.
You know, you gotta love the muscle that Fultz possesses. Taking the hit there, but still able to complete the play.
You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Now Fultz, after Zach LaVine missed from long range. Vucevic to the pass to Gordon. Stolen by Carter. And the call will be against Fournier. That is his first foul of the game. And so just over a minute and a half played. Here's Levine. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Magic have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside Gordon. Back to Fultz. Another miss by Orlando. Chicago's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Carter. The kick out to Porter. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Levine wide open. It's good from long range.
The complete game of Otto Porter. Overplay him, and it's a good bet. He'll find the open band.
Left side Gordon. Back to Fournier. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick or the lay-in.
White finds Markkanen. For the 3. Rebounded by Vucevic. Orlando leading by 3. Now the pass to Fultz. On the wing, Isaac. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Levine passes to Porter. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
Hard to shake Porter's focus. Good at staying in control on the way up.
Fournier gets a wide open look. A fresh 14 for Orlando. Bulls trail by 3. Outside Levine. Pass to Carter. Back to Levine. It's Carter, high post. Levine deciding where to go with it. And the jam by Levine.
Right there, the burst of Zach LaVine. Once he gets a step on you, it's hard to catch up.
Pass to Fultz. Isaac with the ball. Vucevic with it, guarded by Porter. Now here's Fournier. Fultz the pass to Isaac. No good on the triple. Chicago's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. LaVine can't hit. And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. And then Gordon with the dunk.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete. Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks.
Here's Porter. Makes it off the glass. Porter's got his second bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And the basket by Gordon. Bulls trail by 3. Porter dishes to Carter, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
He's 6'10" with a 7'4" wingspan. Carter is a monster in the paint.
Porter against Isaac, and the shot goes in. 5 seconds left to play in the first. On the wing, Porter. And so it's Aaron Gordon making things happen for Orlando. He notched 8 points. And recently, we chatted with Zach LaVine about the team, and
we should have energy and we should be out playing the other team.
Greg trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Young and Carter are the big men inside. Dunn is out there with Satoransky, and it's Hutchinson in at the 3 spot.
Carter specializes in this, competing on the glass and converting the second chance opportunity.
Second chance shot. Chicago grabs the miss.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Magic leading by 3. Here's Gordon. The putback. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Bamba with the block.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint.
Bulls trail by 3. Young passes to Dunn. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Back to Satoransky. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Satoransky's got his first points of the night.
Beautiful find by Carter. Sees the floor really well for a young big.
Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Satoransky gets the bucket. Satoransky's got the lead up to 1 now for the Bulls.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Magic lead by 1.
Yeah, and this is something Bamba does so well. The unbelievable recognition and timing to come up with offensive rebounds.
Here's Hutchison, passes it to Carter. Satoransky in the corner. Out left to the wing. To the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Hits the three-point bomb. Satoransky's got 7.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
A tall, strong combo guard who can shoot it as well as pass it. Satoransky played around 30 minutes a game for the Bulls last season as he found a way to impress the team every chance they gave him.
He was all alone on that one. Augustine's got it all tied up now for the Magic.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And the basket by Hutchison.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Well, the scouting report for Satoransky is this. If he could increase his consistency, Greg, shooting the ball, his game could reach another level.
Yeah, I mean, throughout his career, the percentages have been all over the place. He's not really a volume three-point shooter. The key for Satoransky is good shot selection and just playing under control.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Augustine. Here's Harrison. Another three for Chicago.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Gordon finds Ross, and there's the foul. It'll go on Denzel Valentine. That's his first foul. Orlando making some changes. Aminu comes in for Gordon, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Carter-Williams. The Bulls also changing it up. Markkanen, he's checked in for Young, and it's White in for Chris Dunn. And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That's his first foul. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Here's Cornette. He's guarded by Ross. Markkanen can't get it to go.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Aminu, and Aminu slams it in.
Great vision there from Ross to find the open man.
Chicago leading by 3. 51 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Great positioning on the putback.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Augustine with it. And there's the pass to Ennis. And it's off from three-point range. And here comes White, leading the fast break. Valentine kicks to Harrison. Over in the corner, White. Back to Valentine. To the paint. Cornette passes to Valentine. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Bamba's got 6 rebounds now in the game. First trip to the line for him here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
The raw talent Bamba has, just so impressive. A shot blocking specialist who also makes an impact on the offensive end.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Chicago shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And so he hits the technical free throw. Here's Levine. He has 5. On the wing, Porter. Back to Levine with 1 on the clock.
And he just takes pleasure in shutting.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bulls.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They were always within striking.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
They've got Al-Farouq Aminu. Volts is out there with Carter-Williams. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Vucevic in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Pass to Aminu. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Chicago.
And really throughout his entire career, Otto Porter has been a solid shooter from distance. Great option to plant in the corner and really open up a defense.
Yes, Otto Porter shoots around 40% from his career, GA, beyond the arc. What I love about him, he has a quick release that he can get off without much room. Also, Porter keeps defenders honest with his ability to put the ball on the floor.
White, good. White's got his second basket of the night.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now Carter Williams still looking for his first bucket in this one. In transition, here come the Bulls. Levine with the ball and stolen by Fournier. And here they come. Here's Vucevic. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Markkanen passes to Carter. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Here's White. Outside, Markkanen. Fires from deep. Drills it from outside. White's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls.
Kobe White making it rain from distance. Woo-wee!
Here's Carter Williams. White with the defensive effort. Chicago has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Bulls moving the ball around. Porter kicks to White. Pass to Markkanen. Down low, the 10-footer. And it's Carter missing. For Orlando, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And finished off by Fultz.
And how about the attitude of Fultz? When he's taking it inside, he's aiming to hurt somebody's feelings.
Right side, Markkanen. Outside, Levine. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Carter Williams. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Fournier passes to Carter Williams. Launches a 3. Tips it. And it's put back in by Vucevic.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Markkanen. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Bulls lead by 8.
One of the surprises with Markkanen is how physical he can be. He's willing to mix it up.
Passes it to Vucevic. It's good. Vucevic has got 6 in the quarter.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Levine for 3. The shot misses. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Here's Fultz. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Fultz doesn't fear physical contact. I think that's what makes him special. When he's knifing to the rack, he's ready to take on the hit from the defense.
And the first one at the line is good. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Aaron Gordon comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And it's Ross in for Carter Williams. A nice shot by Young.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
No good from Ross. The Bulls leading by 6. Here's Valentine. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Off target from 3-point range. Fultz dishes to Bamba. And so it's Chicago with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The Bulls shooting at 51%. Really solid. Taking a look at the Bulls. They've got Harrison. Young is out there with Valentine. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. And it's Cornette in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Young kicks to Harrison over Augustine. The shot by Harrison, no good.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Back to Gordon. Inside. Bamba's shot is off.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And that one drops for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Satoransky against Ross. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Gordon. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
So for the Bulls, Chandler Hutchison comes in for Valentine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile 1 block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Young with the steal. To the paint. Cornette passes to Dunn. The second chance effort. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Vucevic, he's checked in for Orlando. Fultz comes in for DJ Augustine. Fultz looking around. There's the pass to Vucevic. Back to Fultz. Isaac outside. Let's go. The Magic again can't hit. And so Young will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
It's deflected. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. Bulls moving the ball around. Pass to Hutchison. Back to Dunn. Pass to Satoransky. Wants to get it to Dunn and does. That shot off the mark. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Here's Isaac. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, you gotta love seeing Isaac being able to finish through the contact. Just a phenomenal job of hanging on to the ball while driving despite the D's best efforts.
Down low, Fultz. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First free throw is good, and that trims the lead to 6.
And the explosiveness of Fultz really is incredible. Just he's effortless in terms of getting where he wants on the court.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Fournier is checked in for Terrence Ross. There's 1:54 left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Gordon. A 3-ball. They get the rebound.
Oh, you cannot say enough great things about Fultz. Just showing a willingness to take and make the big shots.
White dishes to Markkanen. Back to White. Deflects the pass. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Carter Williams, he's checked in for Orlando. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Bean passes to Markkanen. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Competing, battling inside. This is what coaches want to see Markkanen do more of.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Tremendous showing of confidence by getting those two to fall.
Outside Fournier. Passes it to Vucevic. Back to Fournier. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 assists in the game. It's deflected. Carter kicks to White. Outside, Markkanen. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Okay, at 7 feet, 240 pounds, Markkanen's agility jumps out at you, drawing contact off the bounce.
Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game. Outside Fournier. Outside for Carter Williams. Isaac passes to Vucevic. It's stolen by Carter, and here we go, the Bulls fast break. For 3, Levine. Orlando grabs the miss. Here's Gordon. Markkanen pulls it in.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Isaac outside. And the pass to Gordon. Stolen by Markkanen. Outside, Levine. Carter dishes to Levine. Outside, White. Pass to Markkanen. Levine kicks to Markkanen. Beyond the arc. No good there. And so it's Chicago winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really...
play.
To fight against prejudice, to be allies.
I understand you. I hear you.
I feel empowered.
It doesn't matter how high the wall is, I'm gonna climb it.
We have a chance, an opportunity right now to change our history, our future.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Nightfall in the Windy City with the Alexander.
Kevin, thanks.
All right, thank you, David. So here's Miami's starting group. Robinson is out there with Dragic. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Crowder in at the 4 spot. And for Chicago, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the center, locking down the middle. Right side, Markkanen. Tipped away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. Porter finds Markkanen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Pass to White. 6 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. They get it back.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Dragic's the pass to Crowder. The kick outside to Butler. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011, Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to franchise player in the course of 4 seasons.
And Greg, it seemed in Chicago and Minnesota maybe Jimmy Butler wore out his welcome. Philadelphia, they had him and they had to juggle multiple stars, but man, Miami, the Heat handed him the keys and he has taken off.
And Kevin, he's shown himself worthy, lifting them to a top seed in the East and himself into the MVP conversation.
Here's Crowder after the made shot from Lauri Markkanen. Dragic's the pass to Adebayo.
Bam trying to expand his game a little bit as he's able to knock down the catch and shoot jumper.
To the inside, here's Porter. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Butler. Here's Miami now. Markkanen pulls it in. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game. Dragic against Markkanen. White dishes to Markkanen. Back to Levine. 6 to shoot.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
To the middle, Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
Feels like Jimmy Butler is getting better on how he finds the open teammates, really elevating his playmaking skills.
Back to Levine. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And so Levine nails both of them.
And in flashes, Levine has shown he can be a star. Now he has to put it all together on a consistent basis.
Now here's Butler. Pulls it up. That one rolling around and rims out. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside, White. Pass to Levine. Back to White. Lets it go from deep. He doesn't hit that one. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. Robinson kicks to Dragic. Back to Robinson. Dragic with it. Now defended by Levine. Offensive rebound. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Chicago making some changes. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen. And Satoransky subbed in for White. And Miami also making a switch. Heroes check in. Levine, good. No doubt, Greg, you were known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I'd go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Porter, and Chris Dunn subbed in for Levine. Then for the Heat, Olynyk, he's checked in for Adebayo. Jones comes in for Jimmy Butler, and it's Iguodala in for Goran Dragic. Here's Hero, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I like the intensity Hero brings defensively. He's aggressive in trying to capitalize on the offense, messing that play up.
And Satoransky kicks to Young. Crowder with the steal. And now Iguodala running the floor all by himself. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Iguodala still very comfortable even at the advanced ages out in transition.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the Bulls with another miss.
But nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And here are the Bulls now, following the score by Miami. Back to Young. Passes it to Hutchison. Now Young. Inside. Here's Cornett. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Here's Hero. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And it's Dunn penetrating, and Dunn with the slam.
And the explosion to the hoop. Dunn finishing in style.
Here's Hero. Lets it go with a three. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Heat out front, leading by... And we spoke with Jimmy Butler not too long ago about...
These guys work so hard, and they're young, and they're professional.
Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler is playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. They've got Iguodala, Hero out there with Dragic. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Jones in at the power forward. Here's Iguodala, and it's Iguodala with the jam.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
And some controversy last season. Andre Iguodala traded to the Grizzlies. We know he didn't report, Greg, just stayed in the Bay Area until a trade could be worked out to Miami.
I'd call that a power move, Kevin, no doubt. Iguodala, a respected vet, wanted to play for a contender, and he got an extra year and $15 million in the deal.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. If you ask Miami coach Eric Spoelstra, there's been a long lineage of undrafted players who've made an impact with the Heat. Going back, think about big guys like Udonis Haslem, Joel Anthony, and Hassan Whiteside. Now you have youngsters like Kendrick Nunn, Duncan Robinson, Derrick Jones Jr., and Chris Silva. Miami continues to find diamonds in the rough year after year. guys?
They usually do. That's a very creative organization. Thanks, D.A. Now, here's Dunn. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And it's the Heat on the break. And the basket by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his first 2 points of the night.
Man, has this offense been running? I'm just getting tired of watching them.
This one for three. Rebound by Olynyk.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Hero, no good. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Jones with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Iguodala, no good. Chicago trailing here. Floats it up for Young. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And the basket by Olynyk.
When Danny Ainge selected Kelly Olynyk in the first round back in 2013, it was largely because he wanted a big player who could help them space the floor. Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
For Chicago, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Young, no good. Miami's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Jones finds Olynyk. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Up the floor, and Jones slams it home.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Hutchison passes to Valentine. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's his first foul. So Chicago ends up going with a new group. And a new group in for the Heat. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Jay Crowder comes in for Jones. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. Robinson is subbed in for Hero. Now here is Carter. No points in the game yet for him. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Bulls have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And the technical free throw is good.
And Markkanen is showing the aggressiveness you like to see in a guy with his skill set. Somebody who doesn't lack confidence when he shoots the ball.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Bulls have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And Porter drops them both.
And every year, Porter seems to get better. His three-point shot continues to evolve, and he's embraced taking on more responsibility.
Now here's Crowder. Butler against Porter.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Levine dishes to Markkanen. Levine kicks to Markkanen. White finds Carter. Here's Levine. Shot clock at 6. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. In transition, here comes Miami. Crowder with the ball over Carter. No good on the last second attempt there.
And just...
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They lead by 1. Kenny, give us your take. And...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 1. What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for Chicago right now, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the center position.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Outside for Robinson. Back to Adebayo. That one goes. Count it. And the Heat lead by 1.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Levine passes to White. Dragic against Markkanen. Back to White. Shot clock at 5. For 3, Levine. Rebound by the Heat.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The Bulls shooting under 40% all in all for the game. And Adebayo sends it back.
And pay him with the emphatic block.
Robinson for 3. That shot misses. And it's Chicago the other way. And White kicks to Levine. There's the lob to Carter. Crowder with the steal. Here's Dragic. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And Dragic, sometimes you can see it in his eyes. Once the gap is there, he's going to find a terrific finish.
Back to Levine. Butler with the steal. Down low. And Crowder gets it to go on the assist by Robinson. Crowder's got 6 points. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Here's Markkanen after the made shot from Jay Crowder. Stolen by Robinson. Dragic gets the bucket. Now it's a 6-point Miami lead.
I don't think this is a conditioning issue, but they look like they've lost their legs here in the second half.
And it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler just too athletic on that play. Look at the height.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's White, and Adebayo sends it back. Crowder goes in. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. Some changes for Chicago. Luke Cornett comes in for Wendell Carter. And Satoransky's subbed in for Porter. And Miami with a change here, too. Heroes checked in for Goran Dragic. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
So for the Bulls, Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Markkanen. Denzel Valentine comes in for Levine. And it's Harrison in for Kobe White. And then for Miami, Kelly Olynyk comes in for Butler. And it's Iguodala in for Robinson.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
Young pass to Satoransky. The kick out to Young. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And another fast break chance here for the Heat. Here we go. And here's Iguodala outside. Here's Adebayo. Yes, that goes in. Adebayo's got the lead up to 10 now for the Heat.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Heat shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And Kelly Olynyk, one of those guys who has been very accepting of his role. You give him a bigger load, he's fine with the playing time. And if he has to come off the bench to produce, he's okay with that too.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Young. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Valentine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Harrison. Hutchison passes to Markkanen. Here's Cornette. No good. And so it's Miami looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've excelled in the open. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Heat, Iguodala out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Hero into the 2. Out to the right wing. Now the pass to Hero. Pass to Adebayo. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Good on the 3-point shot.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Done against Iguodala. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Yeah, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, G.A., what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
3-pointer, Crowder, and the Heat. Another 3.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Bean passes to Dunn. And Adebayo sends it back. They recover it. Butler with the steal. The 3. It's hauled in by Dunn.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. Markkanen into the lane. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And last season for Markkanen didn't really go as planned. Greg, we know he suffered some injuries and had a hard time establishing his role.
Yeah, both the scoring and rebounding were down. And this happens sometimes with a new coach and a new system. But one thing's for sure, the talent is there. Markkanen is still very young and has a tremendous upside.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Dunn. And it's Kobe White in for Satoransky. White, wide open, he fires. And again, no good by Chicago. Pass to Dragic. Butler on the way. To the inside. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 11 rebounds. Porter passes to White. It's stolen by Adebayo. It's Dragic with the drive. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
Out to White. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Feeds to Carter, and he gets it to go. Carter's got his first points of the night.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of work.
Adebayo finds Crowder. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. Butler from outside. Chicago grabs the miss. Left side, Porter. Outside, Markkanen. Outside, Porter. Back to Markkanen. Outside, Porter. Puts up a three. Crowder pulls it in. And here are the Heat. They're on a 14-6 run.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Heat.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Bam Adebayo.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Now, here's Dragic. Here's Adebayo. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Carter. Levine passes to White. Back to Levine. The three. That shot off. And the Heat going the other way now. And it's Dragic off the drive. Count the basket.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And that one, good. And the Heat lead by 21.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And he's a crafty, kind of an old school big. Carter Jr. knows how to keep defenders off balance.
He's perfect from the line this time. And Nunn has got the ball here for the Miami Heat. The kick outside to Butler. Back to Leonard. Rebounded by Gafford. To the paint. Here's Carter. Count that one.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is
In the upcoming months, 2K and Uninterrupted are teaming up to bring you a wide range of stories, all encompassing the need for social change. Because no matter your background, we all have the opportunity to create real and lasting change. But it has to start right now.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation.
Kevin, good evening.
That warrior mentality, the common thread there, DA. Thanks so much. Now the starting group for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the small forward position. And for Miami, they've got Dragic, Jay Crowder out there with Adebayo. Then it's Robinson, and it's Butler in at the 3 spot. Robinson, that's good. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5, because listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Orlando with the ball, following the score by Miami. Fournier dishes to Fultz. Isaac outside. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. It's a three-point game, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher.
And Adebayo drops them both. And the Heat have given Adebayo the leeway to rip and run, baby. Make things happen.
And Kevin, an unselfish player who loves to pass. Even back in high school, playing with lesser talent, he made sure to find the others. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now here's Crowder. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul. For Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Fultz kicks to Fournier. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
For a young player, I like the way Fultz sees the floor. He knows and feels when a guy is open.
Crowder the pass to Robinson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Robinson's got 5 now.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Outside Crowder. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Gordon kicks to Isaac. From outside, off the mark. It's tipped. Heat on offense. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Gordon. And the shot is long. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Crowder against Isaac. Pass to Adebayo. Yep, it counts.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Butler against Fournier. Fultz dishes to Gordon. There's the 3. The Magic again can't hit. The Heat leading by 10. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Crowder. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist from Crowder. Adebayo's got his second bucket of the night.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Butler. Up and in on the layup. Butler's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That is his first foul of the game. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Robinson. And the Magic making a change here as well. Ross is checked in. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Butler. Vucevic with the block.
Denied. Return to sender. That's something you expect from a 7-footer like Vucevic.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And the Heat with some changes. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Adebayo. Jones comes in for Jay Crowder. And it's Iguodala in for Jimmy Butler. The Magic also changing it up. Bamba is checked in for Jonathan Isaac. James Ennis comes in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Fultz. Iguodala, the pass to Olynyk. Ennis on the double team. Here's Iguodala, and Jones has it in the corner. Olynyk finds Jones. From down in the low post, it goes.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Iguodala no good.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took. There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Miami shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And the technical free throw is good. Bamba with the block.
Boy, great timing and awareness there from Bamba. He sends shots away on the daily.
Bucket is good.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
From downtown. And so it's the Miami Heat. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A look at the feet. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Heat?
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Dragic is out there with Hero. And there's Iguodala. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Jones in at the power forward position. So that's who Miami starts the second with. And it's slammed in by Jones.
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him.
Inside, here's Bamba. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Bamba's got 6.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint. And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Carter Williams can't get it to go.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Augustine passes to Bamba. Outside for Carter Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Ross with a wide open look, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And that's where Ross has been most efficient, raining it off the catch. Love it.
Now here's Olynyk. Back to Dragic. Pass to Olynyk. Rebound by the Magic.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions.
Boy, you look at Isaac, and all you think he needs to do is add some weight. He's got terrific skills and a promising future.
The Magic making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. And stolen by Gordon. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Isaac. And another shot. Now here's Fournier. D right on him. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanic, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Orlando moving the ball around. Isaac outside. Misses the 3.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Fultz the pass to Vucevic. It's good.
Vucevic possesses what I call a throwback big man game and really is most comfortable operating from this area of the court.
And the wide open shot from Crowder. And Robinson is right there. Robinson's got 9.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Gordon kicks to Fournier. Sinks the triple.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Hero passes to Butler. The putback. It's good on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Then jammed down, and he goes right on top of Aaron Gordon.
Well, I like seeing Butler show off his mad hops. This guy's got big-time bounce and knows how to slam it down with authority. You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Count it. He's got 10.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Isaac outside. Dishes it to Vucevic. Here's Gordon. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Heat have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. The Magic trail by 20. To the middle. Here's Ennis. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
Iguodala outside. He's looking for Olynyk and finds him from deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so, thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was all about Miami as the game got going. They showed tremendous effort and drove the... Thanks for joining us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
So on the floor for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. Feeds to Fournier. Crowder with the steal. Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity. Here's Robinson. Vucevic with the block. And now Orlando on the break. Isaac with the ball. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Jimmy Butler. And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
Carter Williams, he's checked in for Fultz. The Magic trail by 18. And Fournier kicks to Vucevic. Now the dish to Gordon. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Carter Williams can't get it to go.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out. You rarely see him missing dunks. But the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough. Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
The shot by Butler, nobody around. Butler missing again.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Here's Gordon. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really a fantastic job by Gordon to bury himself down there, giving the defense really no other choice than to foul him.
Free throw good, Gordon. And the Heat with some changes. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Jay Crowder, and it's Iguodala in for Duncan Robinson. And a switcher also for Orlando. Ross is checked in. Dragic, the pass to Olynyk. Outside Butler. There's the triple. Butler can't get that one to fall.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Now Ross. On the wing, Gordon. Clock at 6. Vucevic dishes to Gordon. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Here's Isaac. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And it's Iguodala missing. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Magic. They trail by 16. And the basket by Isaac. Isaac's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And, you know, Isaac is no stranger to contact. Doesn't mind it, embraces it, and as a result, the defense can't bother or distract him.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Tyler Hero in for Butler. They get it back. Bamba passes to Gordon. Ross with room to shoot. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Feasting on the leftovers, eating big time. Ross stepping inside the arc and making it happen.
Hero passes to Olynyk. Ross with the steal. Here's a 1-2. He's guarded by Dragic. Dragic against Carter Williams. Here is Ross. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. .112 left in the third quarter of the game. Outside for Carter Williams. Pass to Ross. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Carter Williams has got assist number 5 here tonight. The Heat leading by 10. The pass to Jones. Here's Hero. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Orlando, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Back to Iguodala. Basket counts. Iguodala's got his first bucket in this one.
You just can't give Iguodala these looks. He's too experienced and crafty down low.
And the whistle blow is going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's his first foul. Jay Crowder's checked in for the Heat. 34 seconds left in the third quarter. Miami's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And the basket by Jones.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Ross kicks to Gordon. Pass to Bamba. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Here's Jones. Bamba with the block. And here's Fultz. Can't cash in from close range. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Heat lead by 12. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Miami leading by 12. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Miami, they've got Derek Jones. Adebayo is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Robinson, and it's Hero into the point.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set. And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Hero passes to Adebayo. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. That 3 off the mark. The Magic trail by 8. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Fultz knows it's his job to work the ball around and get his guys involved. He's a reliable and capable passer.
The kick out to Crowder. Out of hand on it. Augustine against Jones. And there's Augustine. That's good on the assist by Gordon. Gordon's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for Orlando.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Butler, he's checked in for Miami. Dragic comes in for Tyler Hero. Then for the Magic, Vucevic checked in for Aaron Gordon. And Fournier subbed in for Augustine. A little shot fake there, got the D out of position. And the Heat lead by 6.
Boy, Butler doing a nice job taking advantage of the open man. Good quick pass there.
Fultz looking around. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Orlando. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Fultz, the pass to Fournier. 5 on the clock. Vucevic with it, defended by Butler. He gets that one.
Boy, establish his position with a strong base. You got to box out Vucevic better than that.
Passes to Adebayo. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got 4 assists in the game. The Magic trail by 6. Right side, Gordon. Crowder with the steal. Robinson goes in. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Miami.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Volts kicks to Ennis. Clock at 4. No good with the triple. And so Adebayo will bring it up for Miami. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for the Magic. Terrence Ross comes in for Markelle Fultz. Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Fournier. Outside Robinson. Pass to Adebayo. Good ball movement here by Miami. Fournier with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. And that'll be 2 free. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. Let's see if they were listening, guys.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
The Magic trail by 6. Isaac outside. Kicks to Fournier. He feeds it to Vucevic. To the inside. From 7. It counts. And now they trail by just 4.
And Vucevic is really good about playing nerveless basketball. In other words, he's not going to let anything bother him. He's under control, he's calm, he's composed, and he's confident. And that lets him deliver when it matters most.
Robinson misses. On offense, here are the Magic. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter, and Butler sends it back.
No denying it. Butler, a superb defender, really does a nice job using his length to turn shots away.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take it back.
Outside for Robinson. Good on the shot. And the Heat lead by 6.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
There's Dragic with the 3.
And the suffocating reach of Isaac is tough to overcome and outshoot. Excels at getting up and denying shots.
There's Gordon with the 3. Can't connect. And so it's Miami winning this one. On comp. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For
let's talk about what your vote can do in this election and in every election. It can affect voter suppression, educational opportunities, our healthcare systems. We can make a change. If you want to check out the voting rules in your state, visit vote.org.
The Chicago River winding its... A look at the Magic starting group. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the small forward position. And for Chicago, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the point. Here's Chicago.
And when Zach LaVine gets hot, C-Webb, he gets scorching hot and can completely take over a game.
Oh, GA, you know it. And last year, LaVine made 13 threes in a single game. That's one off the record set by a splash brother himself, Klay Thompson. Now, when LaVine gets going, he can be absolutely unstoppable.
Porter, no luck.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
And Fournier kicks to Fultz. His three-pointers off the mark. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Chicago. Kicks it out to Markkanen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Down low. And it's Carter missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Fultz. Here's Gordon. Now the feed to Vucevic. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Their focus next trip has to be getting a high-quality shot. I mean, they don't want to start the game 0 for 5.
Pass to Fournier. Isaac outside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. For Chicago, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Porter passes to White. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Markelle Fultz.
And we saw the incredible potential of Kobe White during his rookie season. Remember, he hit 7 3-pointers in a single quarter and less than a month into his pro career. Come on, man, that's unreal.
The thing that really separates White is the quickness. Whether it's with the ball in his hands or running off screens, he's very difficult to stay connected to defensively.
Now here's Fournier. And it's good, 2 points. Here's Markkanen. Rebound by the Magic. And last year, Greg, we saw White get more comfortable in the offense as the season went on.
You know, more scorer than a playmaker at this point. Drafted 7th overall because he has the potential to do both. If he can add strength and cut back on the turnovers, he's going to be a very good player for a long time.
Now here's Vucevic. Lauri Markkanen unable to get his last shot to go.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Some changes for Chicago. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And Zedaransky subbed in for Kobe White. Orlando also making some changes. Ross comes in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Levine, good.
Well, at 6'7", Zedaransky is a huge combo guard with the ability to quickly identify wide open teammates.
And Augustine kicks to Isaac. Back to Augustine. Pass to Ross. Lets the 3 fly. Up again. And the second chance effort by Gordon.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Young, right side. Cornett passes to Young. Outside, Levine. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Vucevic.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Augustine kicks to Isaac. Vucevic to the pass to Isaac. The offensive rebound.
If you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time down.
Young against Gordon. Young left side. The pass to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the floater. Satoransky gets the bucket.
Well, it's rare to see a 6'7" guy use the floater. From that height, no one is blocking that shot.
Ross dishes to Vucevic. Three-pointer. Orlando gets it back. That one, no good. Bulls trail by 6. The kick out to Young. Here is Porter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The wily Porter is good at getting contact. Can't afford to get too physical with it.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And Porter drops them both. Magic leading by 4. Ross with a wide open look. Bamba kicks to Ross. Out to the right wing. From outside the arc. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that does it for the first quarter. Magic. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
They've got Harrison. He's out there with Chris Dunn. Wendell Carter is out there with Valentine. And it's Hutchinson in at the power forward. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. If you go step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
And so Orlando again turning it over. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Harrison. And a switcher also for Orlando. Ken Burge is checked in for Vucevic. Carter down low. Now here's Valentine. He's guarded by Ross. And good that time.
And they're very lucky to have the lead after that terrible shooting in the first quarter. But they've rounded into form here in the second and have brought that field goal percentage up.
Now here's Ross. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And there's Dunn on the assist by Carter. Dunn's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bulls. Well, Orlando shooting not great, 40% for the game.
And last year, Lauri Markkanen was asked to change his style of play a bit. He did more spot-up shooting for the team.
Yeah, and honestly, in my opinion, GA, it was a waste of what Markkanen could be. I mean, this kid can dunk on you inside, post up, face, get you in the triple threat, shoot the 3 off the spot up, and more so importantly, maybe even handle the ball. He can make players around him better. He has one of the quickest first steps to take guys off the dribble in the league for his size. I'd like to see him take greater advantage of his skill set.
Just 4 to shoot, and it goes out of bounds. And last touch by Carter Williams. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Chandler Hutchison. Satoransky's checked in for Denzel Valentine. And it's Kobe White in for Dunn. And a change for the Magic. Fournier is checked in for Terrence Ross. Here's Fournier after the made shot from Lauri Markkanen. Fournier pass to Bamba. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Thaddeus Young.
And at almost 7 feet tall, Bamba is hard to cover. He's adept at getting these calls inside.
Zach LaVine's checked in for the Bulls. Chicago leading. Satoransky finds LaVine. Satoransky gets the bucket.
Satoransky can get wily on the drive. I mean, able to duck and dodge his way to the shot.
To the inside. And he banks in the layup. Bamba's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Young. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luke Cornett. That is his first foul of the game. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Carter Williams, the pass to Birch.
Bringing a competitive energy to the defensive end. White stays connected to his man and plays with active hands. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Fournier. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. 1:03 left in the second quarter. Here's Young. That one good for 2. Young's got his first 2 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Bamba kicks to Fournier. To the wing right side. A 1-2. No good on the 3. Chicago leading by 4. LaVine feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Satoransky. 32 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Carter Williams. The Magic trail by 4. Fournier pass to Birch. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
And that one, good. LaVine's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, looking calm and composed in the paint. LaVine is superb at capitalizing from these spots.
And Fournier kicks to Birch. The putback is no good. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a... Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They're in better shape now than they were. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And so in the game for the Magic, Isaac out there with Mohamed Bamba. Then there's DJ Augustine, and there's Fultz, and it's Birch in at the center position.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Porter with it. Now guarded by Fultz. Isaac with the steal. And now Orlando on the break. Bamba's running. Can't hit from in close.
And see, well, last season, pretty much a lost year for Otto Porter. Dealt with that foot issue the majority of the year. That just kind of kept him out of the rotation.
Yeah, GA, I mean, I feel bad for everyone. The team viewed him as a key component, and he was just gone. I mean, he was able to come back right before the season suspension. Porter's still young, and he's looking to reestablish himself as a solid wing this year.
Chicago making a switch here. Harrison's checked in. Orlando also making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Kem Birch. And it's Aaron Gordon in for Bamba. Porter finds Carter. Back to Porter. Good, nice job down low. And the Bulls lead by 4.
Oh, easy look provided by Carter Jr. Always helps when your bigs can move the rock.
Markkanen against Gordon. Rebound by the Bulls. One-on-one fast break. Outside Porter. Dishes it to Markkanen. He feeds it to White. And it's blocked by Gordon.
No, I wouldn't test Gordon. With that vertical and length, please try someone else.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Chicago making some changes. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Porter. And Chris Dunn subbed in for White. 2 on the clock. Augustine dishes to Gordon. It's hauled in by Dunn.
He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything he can.
Here's Hutchison. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Dunn passes to Carter. Back to Dunn. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on it.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Back to Isaac. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Dunn. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Hutchison passes to Markkanen. Comes up empty down low. And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Here's Markkanen following the score by Aaron Gordon. Dunn passes to Hutchison. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Hutchinson's got the lead up to 6 now for Chicago.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Fultz kicks to Vucevic. Chicago grabs the miss.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Dunn passes to Hutchison. Feeds it to Markkanen. Vucevic with the block.
Well timed by Vucevic. Not a center who piles up blocks, but this guy picks his spots.
On the wing, Isaac. No points in the game yet for him. Tries it from 9. Jump shot is good that time. The Bulls leading by 4. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Markkanen. Young comes in for Chandler Hutchison. Zach LaVine's checked in for Valentine. And Zedaransky subbed in for Harrison. The Magic also changing it up. Ennis, he's checked in for Isaac. Fournier comes in for DJ Augustine. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Markelle Fultz.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Back to LaVine. One second left. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for Chicago right now, Young and Carter are the big men inside. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's Satoransky in at the point guard.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The kick out to Young. To the paint. And that one clearly a foul. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I had a chance to find out what Steve Clifford talked about with his players. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. After you guys.
Ennis passes to Gordon. Stolen by Satoransky. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant.
Oh,
the lightning quick reflexes of Porter, they're just outstanding. Crafty at coming up with steals.
The Magic trail by 8. And here's Ennis, right wing. Outside Fournier. Will it go? Nailed from three-point land.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Young outside. Shot clock at 5. The feed now to Levine. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Levine's got 4 points in the quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
To the middle. Here's Ennis. Loss in the corner. Fires the 3. Doesn't go for him. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Inside. Stolen by Carter. Back to Porter. Pass to Satoransky. On the wing, Porter. Defended by Gordon. And it's Ennis with the ball for the Orlando Magic. Gordon goes in, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And an active player, Gordon can be a handful to keep up with throughout the course of the game.
The free throw drops for Gordon. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for the Bulls. White comes in for Satoransky. And a switcher also for Orlando. Isaac's checked in.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Porter. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Look how Porter maintains his focus on this play. Even when you knock him around, he uses his strength to nail these type of shots.
The Magic trail by 8. Pass to Gordon. For three, Ross. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Lobs it up there for White. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Isaac passes to Gordon. 2 points. That one goes.
And there's just so much athleticism to Gordon's game. Good luck trying to contain him inside.
To the paint and stolen by Gordon. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Fournier. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And so Fournier nails both of them.
Wrong guy to put on the line in a close game. You know he's not going to miss.
And White kicks to Levine. Down low. The kick out to Porter. Outside, Markkanen. Carter left side. On the wing, Porter. And the Bulls with another miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Levine dishes to White. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. On the wing, Levine. And again, no good by Chicago. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
The shot's good from Fournier.
He's done everything they've asked for tonight. I mean, it's all because of all the work he's done that this game is even close.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Fultz, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. Here's Carter. Kick out to Levine. Gordon trying to break loose. Buries the triple.
Oozing with confidence right now. You got to love seeing Levine capitalize in the clutch.
Fultz, the pass to Vucevic. It's deflected. There's the lob to Carter. The shot off that time.
And that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're down by 3. 7 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a 5.
Yeah, they have a little time to work with. The most important thing is to make whatever you take.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Let's see what they run here. This is not the time to panic. Work the offense.
And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
MoreThanAVote.org. More Than a Vote explores the issues that are facing us in this upcoming 2020 election. I'd like to start with my story and my experiences right here in my hometown of Atlanta. So people who say their vote doesn't matter, my response is always, don't.
The brilliant blue water of Miami. And nothing.
Hey, Kevin, we all are well.
Everyone talks about the Heat culture. It is special. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. And it's Carter in at the center position. And for the Heat, we've got Jay Crowder. Robinson is out there with Dragic. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward.
And right there, I like how Adebayo takes his time, scans the floor, makes the unselfish play.
Here's Crowder trying to get open as Adebayo. The kick out to Dragic. 6 to shoot. Over White. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
Well, we know Goran Dragic is very crafty. He can get his shot off in that mid-range area.
To the middle. Carter with the bucket.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Adebayo drives in. Outside for Robinson. It's Crowder on the wing. Off target from outside. One-on-one here. Levine wide open. The shot's good from Carter. Carter's got his second basket.
Carter specializes in this, competing on the glass and converting the second chance opportunity.
To the inside. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game. And you talk about guys who play with that chip on their shoulder. Bam Adebayo has not forgotten he was cut from the U.S. national team in 2019.
And Greg, in fact, he told those close to him they will pay. A little extra motivation, fuel for the fire.
The Heat have gone 2 of 6 from the field. No good from Dragic.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Markkanen. Back to Levine. The tray. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They get it again. Here's Butler. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Great use of the pump fake from Jimmy Butler. Really getting the defense to jump in the air.
And as much as he commands attention on the court, Jimmy Butler content to skip the spotlight when he's off it.
You know, GA, nothing has come easy in his career for Jimmy Butler. All he does is puts his head down and works and works and works. And because of that work ethic, he has become an all-star. Love watching his progression.
Here is Carter. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Young looking it over. Pass to Carter. Here's Hutchison. Jacks up a 3. Unable to get that one. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Butler. Oh my goodness!
Did you see
what a
play? Unbelievable. Put this guy in the dunk contest. Jimmy Butler is ready to win it all.
Now here's Levine. The pass to Carter. It's White on the wing. Back to Carter. And that one is good. Carter's got 6 points.
Quick first step. Wendell showing he can put the ball on the floor and drive it.
The shot by Adebayo, no good. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. A minute 20 left in the first. Crowder against Young. Pass to Hutchison. Kicks it to Carter. Chicago needs to get off a shot here, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Crowder. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Bulls. Satoransky comes in for Kobe White. Outside Dragic. The jump hook, it's hauled in by Cornett.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. Butler attacking. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The quickness of Jimmy Butler is the reason why he got that bucket.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Jones comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Iguodala in for Goran Dragic. Then for the Bulls, Valentine's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's Dunn in for Levine. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Iguodala, the pass to Olynyk. That one falls, coming off Iguodala's feet.
I thought Olynyk got hit on the release, but at his size, he just absorbed it.
The kick out to Young. Now Valentine for 3. Rebound by Olynyk. Iguodala with it. Drops in the layup for 2.
And with an excellent understanding of the game, Olynyk is able to find open teammates.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Bulls out front. They're up by 1. Back after this from... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
Derek Jones is out there with Iguodala. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Hero in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Good awareness from Satoransky. Just knows how to execute in the open floor.
Here's Olynyk, and the bank shot is good. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They trail by 1. They get it back. Here's Hero. Off target at the rim.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Hero's got his first basket of the night. Chicago again turning it over.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Chicago making some changes. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Valentine. And it's Harrison in for Satoransky. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Done outside. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Bulls shooting their first free throws of this.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
First one falls for him. Crowder, he's checked in for Miami. And so he makes both from the line.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
On the wing, it's Iguodala. And the 3 off target. Chicago leading.
And with Lowry Markkanen, the former 7th pick in the draft, you like him best when he's aggressive and looking for his own shot.
You're right, Greg. I like angry Lowry Markkanen because he's dangerous when he has that type of mindset. He needs to have that mentality of a #1 option, even if he's not one. That's when he's the most impactful on the floor.
Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
You know, he was a late bloomer coming out of high school. Otto Porter has really worked on his body and his shot mechanics.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Kelly Olynyk, and it's Dragic in for Jones. Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. White comes in for Chris Dunn, and Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for the Bulls. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
It's White on the wing. Passes it to Hutchison. The feed to Carter. Pass to Hutchison. The 10-footer. And he hits the jumper for 2. Hutchison's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bulls.
Beautiful find by Carter. Sees the floor really well for a young big.
No good from Dragic. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. White drives in. Bulls moving the ball around. Over to the left wing. Harrison. No good from outside. Miami's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Crowder with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Chicago leading by 5, and the pass to Harrison. Outside Porter. Back to Harrison. Outside Porter. Out to the wing. Harrison kicks to Porter from outside the arc. And no good. And it's Miami the other way. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Robinson misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Porter looking it over. Fires from deep. Drains the three-pointer. Porter's got 7 points.
In terms of consistency, Porter's put up some incredible seasons from distance. Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
White the pass to Harrison. From the arc. Rebound by the Heat. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's his first foul. The Heat making a switch here. Butler's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Carter. And Levine subbed in for Harrison. And the wide open shot from Crowder. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Crowder's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. It's White on the wing. 41 seconds left in the first half of the game. Levine for 3, hits it from three-point range. 6 points for him.
Oh yeah, it's going to be payback. Levine matching threes and making plays.
Back to Dragic. And Robinson wide open, he shoots. And again, Miami with the triple.
Sometimes trailing in the game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Levine deciding where to go with it. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Butler kicks to Robinson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Zach LaVine.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Here's Satoransky. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bulls lead by 1. And now... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. At its highest, their lead topped out at... And that'll do it for...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And tipping off the second half, here's Jim Boylan's 5. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the center.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Knocks it loose. Levine against Crowder. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
And the deep ball has come alive the last few seasons for Zach LaVine. He set a Bulls record for made threes in a season last year.
Hey, Greg, Zach LaVine continues to work and improve his shot, which has been fantastic. He not only trusts his shot at this point, but feels it's a strength now. He's more willing to look for jumpers and big possessions now.
That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
Outside, White. Porter dishes to White. Back to Porter. He kicks to Levine. And the jam by Levine.
So smooth in the air. It's like Zach LaVine floats up, then drops the hammer.
Three-pointer, Crowder, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Crowder's got the lead up to 4 now for the Heat.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Out to White. All sorts of time. Hey, Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shots good from Butler. Butler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Markkanen finds Porter. Inside, here's Carter. Crowder with the steal. Outside, Robinson. Pass to Butler. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Bulls. Carter's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olenek has some lift.
Passes it to White. Markkanen kicks to White. Back to Markkanen. Outside, White. 4 on the shot clock. Markkanen can't get it to go. The Heat leading by 6. Well, they're passing to Iguodala. And it's sent back by White.
And I love seeing White use that athleticism on defense. Great hustle to swat that shot.
To the paint. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Harrison passes to Markkanen. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Butler dishes to Olenek, and there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Heat. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Tyler Hero in for Goran Dragic. Then for the Bulls, Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Valentine comes in for Harrison. And Satoransky subbed in for Kobe White.
The hustle, the energy. It's why Olenek is out here. Great work.
Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. Bulls have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. And so he hits the technical free throw. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Jones against Saturansky. Young. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Jones drives in. Jones. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And here we go. It's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Everything's been working for Butler tonight. He's developing the identity of a superstar.
Young passes to Dunn. And Saturansky wide open. He fires. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And stolen by Valentine. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Chalk up 2 there. And now just a 4-point Heat lead.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Here's Iguodala, and it's Iguodala with the jam.
And a phenomenal attack of the rim off the drive from Iguodala there. Just exploding to the hoop past the defense.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Out to the right wing. Now here's Valentine. Pass to Cornette. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. And the basket is good. Cornette's got his second bucket of the night.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Miami ahead. They're up by 4. We'll get right back to the action when we return. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Heat, we've got Kelly Olynyk, Jay Crowder out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Robinson, and it's Hero into the 1.
Jay Crowder often stays out on the perimeter, but sees the opening and quickly takes advantage.
Levine kicks to Carter. Young with no one around. Off target with his 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Rebound by the Bulls. And here's the break. Here's Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
A prime example of Saturansky's feel and vision for the game is making it easy for his teammates.
And Chandler Hutchison is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Bam Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. Dragic comes in for Derek Jones. Chicago also making some changes. Markkanen comes in for Thaddeus Young. And Porter subbed in for Chandler Hutchison.
Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And the Bulls making a change here. White's checked in. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And then Carter with the dunk.
Kobe White keeping his head up, shows great vision, and delivers a great pass.
To the middle. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist by Dragic. Dragic has got 6 assists now in the game. Right the pass to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Carter, that's good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The kick out to Dragic. Here's Adebayo. Here's Hero. Goes back up. And foul. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during the timeout, I listened in on Jim Boylan's huddle, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
Here's White. Offensive rebound. Carter with the bucket.
You can trust Carter when it counts. High basketball IQ with the skills to match.
Levine against Crowder. Here's Markkanen. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the Bulls lead by 1. Miami's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Adebayo on the follow.
A tireless worker. You don't have to call plays for Adebayo for him to score.
Butler with the steal. Here's Dragic. He can't get that one. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Porter finds Carter. Back to Porter. Kick out to Levine. Offline with his 3. The Heat shooting 43% for the game. Shots good by Butler.
Responsibility all on Jimmy Butler. He stepped up to the plate on that one.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the Bulls with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Crowder, the pass to Adebayo. Dragic against White. And it's sent back by Carter.
That time, Carter's length and vertical paying dividends. He has tremendous potential as a rim protector.
Levine kicks to Porter. There's the pass to White. Butler with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. It drops.
Defense, what defense? Jimmy Butler was determined to knock that one down.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Levine can't hit.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Dragic gets the bucket.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Levine can't hit. Now the Heat with it. And Miami can just let the clock run down here. And it's Butler missing. And it's the Bulls with the ball. 7-point differential. Kept alive. Out to White. Pass to Porter. Can they get it? That shot is off. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so it's Miami winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final second. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's...
would people have fought so hard to keep you from voting? Why is there something called voter suppression? Why did it take till the 60s for poll taxes to be removed? Why did Black people have to wait for amendments to be passed in order to vote? People have been fighting to keep people of color from coming to the polls and recognizing their power.
So here's Miami's starting group. Dragic is out there with Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Crowder in at the 4. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Isaac in at the small forward. Now here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
Well, tremendous understanding from the young Jonathan Isaac. How about that awareness for the young guy? Boy, Jonathan Isaac comes out of Florida State back in 2017, 6th overall pick. Obviously, with that high a pick, you think, oh, he's come out of his career a little bit slow. But this team believes in his upside and is committed to building with him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Robinson. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And with Isaac, there is a lot to like. He could be a huge two-way forward for this team.
Right, Greg. A modern NBA big has got to develop a consistent perimeter game, which Isaac is working on. This guy's a big-time finisher right now. So with that frame and that age, this guy's upside absolutely tremendous.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Gordon the pass to Fournier. Gordon kicks to Isaac to end the run. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Don't let the frame fool you. Jonathan Isaac is lean, but he is unafraid of contact. I love that play.
And the second free throw, good. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Dragic. Good.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
The Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Fultz. Back to Fournier. Orlando moving the ball around. And Adebayo sends it back. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got it, the fast break chance. Shot's good from Butler.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
A slow start here for Orlando in this one. 9-point game. Fultz. And a miss there on the triple.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Good work there as it goes.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Left side, Gordon. Good work defensively by Crowder.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Butler kicks to Adebayo. The three-pointer off the mark. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 11. And it's Gordon missing.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Isaac against Dragic. And it's sent back by Isaac.
You can see the long wingspan of Jonathan Isaac coming into play twice on the pipes.
He kicks to Vucevic. Here's Gordon. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
And a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris. Fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. Scott.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And
this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The Magic trail by 12. Here's Ennis. Ross with a wide open look, and off there. He misses his first shot of the night. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Offline with his three. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Ross. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Boy, a burst of speed from Terrence Ross. His athleticism shining on that particular drive.
And it's Iguodala missing. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Ross, that's good. Ross has got his second bucket tonight.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Ross for three. They get the rebound.
This is a skilled, hungry offensive rebounder, and Mo Bamba's size and motor make him a problem on the windows.
Tries from 7. And it's Jones, that time on the assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his third assist on the night. Ennis passes to Augustine. Here's Gordon. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, DJ Augustine has been around this league a long time. He does not miss open teammates.
And so it's Miami. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Total intimidation that first period. That is what has helped power them to this early lead.
Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Terrence Ross is out there with Carter Williams, and it's Ennis in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. Pass to Hero. And a wide open look for Iguodala. That three off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Good on the bucket. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good forward, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. Bamba's shot is off, and it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Orlando making some changes. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Mohamed Bamba, and Evan Fournier subbed in for Ennis. Crowder, he's checked in for Miami. Jimmy Butler comes in for Jones. And Vucevic has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
Iguodala kicks to Crowder. Good ball movement here by Miami. Hero passes to Crowder. Adebayo with the ball. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Adebayo's got his second basket of the game. The Magic trail by 8. On the wing, Isaac. Back to Fournier. On the wing, Isaac. And Vucevic kicks to Isaac. The pass to Vucevic. And he lays it straight in. Vucevic has got his second basket of the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Markelle Fultz has checked in for Ross. Robinson's checked in for the Heat. Free throw good. Adebayo. Orlando, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. To the left side wing. Isaac outside. Here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's his first foul. And Orlando making a change here. Augustine's checked in, and Adebayo throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Back to Fultz. Pass to Isaac. Inside. And Vucevic kicks to Augustine. Pass to Isaac. Back to Augustine. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Isaac. Here's Vucevic. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
You have to admire the confidence of Nikola Vucevic. This close, he's focused on putting 2 on the board.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Hero. And so Butler nails both of them.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And Augustine kicks to Isaac. On the wing, Isaac. Back to Vucevic. Shoots from the block. Now the pass to Fultz. The putback, and it's put back in by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 8 points in the quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Butler. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And we all know that defense, not necessarily the strong suit for Vucevic, but it's an area that he has definitely shown some improvement.
No doubt, Greg. His greatest strength, obviously, is ability to get on the backboards and rebound with a high efficiency and production. And the key is he's worked to mask those defensive deficiencies. Not a lockdown anchor, but certainly a better team defender than when he entered the league.
Robinson left side. Passes to Adebayo. Misses the mark. His 3rd miss of the game. 4 for 7 now. Here's Fultz, and finished off by Fultz.
Well, this has to contribute to Markelle Fultz's confidence, showing right there he can get through the defense.
And it's sent back by Isaac to the right side. Tries again. No good from Dragic. The Magic trail by 5. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Isaac kicks to Fultz. Pass to Fournier. Vucevic with it. He's guarded by Adebayo. Back to Fournier. No good with the triple. Dragic against Augustine. Augustine with the steal. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was all about Miami as the game got going. Their energy offensively and defensive.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Miami, Robinson is out there with Dragic. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Adebayo in at the center position. Puts it up from 17. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Second chance points kill you. It's a strength of Adebayo picking up the garbage and putting it in.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to, when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. And the call will be against Fournier. That's foul number 2 for him. For the Magic, Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Ennis comes in for Isaac, and it's Ross in for Fournier. Heat also with the sub. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Duncan Robinson.
Well, what a great look by Andre Iguodala. We know he's unselfish. If there's space for his guy, he's going to find him.
Bamba kicks to Ross. Now here's Ennis, defended by Butler. Ennis passes to Bamba. And here is Ross. Back to Bamba. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the inside. It's stolen by Fultz. Gordon with it. Now guarded by Dragic. Yepick goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Bamba.
Boy, how about the ability of Mo Bamba to sprint the floor? Nicely done to get out in transition.
Dragic. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Dragic has got 9 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Carter Williams, he's checked in for the Magic. The Heat also changing it up. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Adebayo. Derek Jones comes in for Jay Crowder. And it's Tyler Hero in for Butler. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Ross on the wing. Uncovered. Rebound by the Heat. Dragic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And Terrence Ross, the wing from Washington, signed a 4-year deal with the Magic in 2019. The team loves what he brings as a 3-and-D type of player.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Vucevic checked in for the Magic. Carter Williams feeling it out a bit. Bamba finds Carter Williams. It's stolen by Jones. Olynyk with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. Another shot. And Olynyk with the lay-in.
Nothing like combining a long frame with a willingness to out-hustle everyone on the court. That defines Kelly Olynyk.
Yepick goes in, and the Miami lead is cut back down to 3 points with the bucket from Ross. And Greg, with Ross, he's finally found his role. He's also a great finisher at the rim.
You know, he seemed lost early in his career with Toronto, but he has found a home with Orlando and is playing his best basketball, knows what's expected of him, and how he can help contribute to wins.
Here's Dragic, and that comes off the assist by Jones. And now a 7-point Heat lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Outside Gordon. Back to Ross. Orlando moving the ball around. And foul on the shot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Dragic kicks to Robinson. Back to Dragic. Shot clock at 6. Right side Robinson. Isaac with the steal. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game time. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Ross has got 11.
When the mid-range is working for Terrence Ross, he's going to create problems. It's just a matter of can he do it consistently.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
The Magic trail by 5. Now Ross, he's got 11. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
Dragic kicks to Robinson. Launches a 3, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. He has 5.
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him.
With 1 on the clock, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
And give him credit. Good awareness.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Heat lead by 4. 2K Sports back in a moment from the Amway Center. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. The jump hook, Adebayo. Great positioning on the putback. And the Heat lead by 6.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul. And here's Fultz. And it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession. Back to Fournier. Butler with the steal. To the paint. The kick out to Crowder. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, make no mistake, Crowder has got great strength inside. The defense can get physical. It doesn't matter.
And both free throws good from Crowder. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Magic. 8-point game. On the wing, Gordon. On the wing, Isaac. Fultz finds Vucevic, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Well, it was a career year for Evan Fournier, just at the right time. Opted out of his player option over the summer, and he was a free agent.
And Fournier proved that he can put up numbers. Aggressive looking to create with the ball in his hands. This team got a great weapon signing Fournier. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Up again, and it's put back in by Vucevic.
How about those instincts from the 7-footer? Vucevic uses that size to snag offensive rebounds.
Hero passes to Crowder. Adebayo. Second chance shot. The kick outside to Butler. No good on the triple.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Here's Adebayo. Isaac with some nice D. The Magic trail by 5. Gordon finds Fournier. Now here's Fultz. Outside Fournier. And the 3 off target. For Miami, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And Adebayo throws it down.
I'll tell you, that's a pretty pass from Jimmy Butler, and you've got to have special vision to make it.
Gordon, the pass to Isaac. Back to Gordon. And he converts the layup.
Aaron Gordon in a big moment, unafraid to deliver. How pretty is that?
The Heat leading by 5. Hero passes to Adebayo, and it's good for 2. Adebayo's got 6 points in the quarter.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Orlando, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth.
Oh, what a dunk! Look out below! Well, easy to see why Aaron Gordon has been in multiple dunk contests. The arsenal, the creativity, limitless.
And here again, the Magic in transition. Up the court they go. Feeds it to Vucevic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2. Terrence Ross is checked in for Evan Fournier. Heat also with a sub. Dragic is checked in.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
An outstanding athlete for a player of his huge build. Adebayo will bang and bump with the best of them.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, those were essential. Very steady work at the free throw line in a very tight game.
Orlando, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Vucevic finds Fultz. Back to Vucevic. Ross against Adebayo. Vucevic, the pass to Ross. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Money! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
In the zone, Dragic is laser focused on ensuring they scored on that possession. Sees the target and sinks it.
Butler dishes to Dragic. Off the mark for the 4th time this game. He is 7 for 11 now. Here's Gordon. The putback, good. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Vucevic so confident in himself, and his teammates come along with him.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Isaac with the steal. And oh, here we go with Ross. Nobody back.
And that bucket was absolutely absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal.
Well, they're passing to Adebayo. Wants to get it to Robinson and does. From past the arc, the three won't fall. Now here's Ross.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was a huge, huge shot. The difference between a 2 and a 3-point lead at this stage is major.
Adebayo on the follow.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those chip-ins are easy to come by. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and